Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're here taking a look at the choreography candidates as well as God's menu, the track itself. So I'm watching the episode right now, and I'm learning that this is actually an ace battle, not a round, second round after elimination situation, where I thought they just early released one of the many teams. So we're going to look at the choreographies. I'm going to share which one I think should be killing part, and then I'm going to watch God's menu and then see who takes it. So I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's go. All right, first team is our drama team. Oh, they gotta do the whole thing. Ooh. Okay. 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 That was really strong. The next team is our ISTJ team. Hey, for this being their first time choreographing, it's not that bad. They're trying their best. Like, it's really not that bad. Okay, still leaning to drama more than this one, but I still commend them for their efforts on this one. Third is Hot Team. Okay. Oh, this is a toss-up between this team and dramas. Huh. So I'm not quite sure out of the two. Normally I would go back and we would do a little dive into it. It is really difficult to navigate this M Plus app on my phone and calibrate it to this server. Like, it just, so many times I struggle with just getting it to play and pause. So we're just going to go overview. With drama, I like that we kept a lot of nuance to the original and it didn't look like we were just copying it. This one had more like different textures showcased or different postures explored. So it really would come down to what somebody's preference. Do they want to see, things that I would say dramas match the vibe of what's already established in the choreo to where it'll fit in? But then this one will give a different fresh take because some of the moves weren't relevant in the trending of the times whenever this came out originally, or it's like you could tell that one more so has, you could tell it's a choreography done to the track, not could this be God's menu, right? So I think it's going to come down to preference and of course people voting on their favorites as well. I think that's another case in point in this. I don't think ISTJ will probably score very high on killing part, and that's okay. I think they did a very good job nonetheless, though, on being able to choreograph something, because using this as the first time you're ever choreographing, like for me, my first choreo, bless my ever loving heart, right? But I wasn't on global television showing my shortcomings. Do you know what I mean? So we give them a lot of grace for that. And they had some really nice moments within their choreography too, that if they really enjoyed it, I hope they continue pursuing the idea of it. Guys, it's never too late to start anything. Never too late to start. Well, okay, so if I were to vote, I like the familiarity of the drama team, I also like how Lee Zihao did it. However, I really like Hot how they looked together doing it. Ooh. For the sake of politics on the show, I'm gonna vote for Hot because Hot right now is third place. And if this means they have a higher chance of scoring better, then we'll do that, right? But also, I want everybody to score well, and I don't want anybody going home, and I want everybody to debut. So that's why it's really hard to, decide these types of things. But yeah, my vote's gonna go Hot because I can't really decide. And I like both. So actually, I like their choreographies more than I like the choreo drafts for the debut concept, if I'm being real. But that's a hot take. Or maybe it's a medium take and we all feel that way. But anyway, let's go look at God's Menu. Thank goodness Mnet Plus posted God's Menu on YouTube. So now we can slow our roll on actually watching it and we can review this one. Okay, this is the ace battle. Ready. I like that they're in corresponding colors. It's kind of adorable. Surin and Zhang Wangsu. Team Hot. Li Zihao. So I don't know who got killing part. Part of me thinks it's going to be Li Zihao's team. I don't know though. Ah, theirs got picked.
I'm a 5-star Michelin 미의 점점을 찍고 눈에 보여 이루신 저는 거지 이런 감정 널 거야 gonna shot 바로 감정 잡을 수 있다 싹다 올라 아이디어 플레이 머릿속을 털어 기억하 궁금하다며 태우리 그다고 알았어 그저 계속 만들어주세요 okay because we're one of a kind 누구도 달라 할 수 없는 영계 시작부터 다 우리가 잠깐 떠나갔다 해도 결국 다시 잡게 돼 여기가 쉽지 않네
My guy here in center, I know he's low tier, right? If he had way more energy and impact and force in his choices, it'd be night and day. Because that influences how he projects in stage presence. Because I know he probably has a very competitive visual as well. They said thank you. And then our little ending fairy moments here. Hearing the breath. He's like, what's up? Everyone did very well. I think it was nice for him to be here in this battle because it allowed for everybody to have, what's the word? He was able to kind of redeem areas that needed improvement from the previous battle, right? So it makes Hot more competitive. Ooh, okay. So my gut feels that we may be getting drama team stays at top and we'll get ISTJ and oh my god, hot switch, depending on how it works here. However, ISTJ personally, I think, had more memorable shots in this video. And I'm trying to like play around with hypothesis a little bit on seeing if our voting, like how people finish in the individual ranking, if that is influenced off of how close up we get to see them in this version, because we all have learned that the version that they end up seeing is different than our version when it comes to the camera takes. They have way more close-ups in the episode than what we get to see here that we're voting on, right? So this is, of course, voting's already closed. It is what it is. I don't think we know who the results are, right? So I like the ticking on that. I've already reviewed God's Menu. It's on Patreon right now. As Stray Kids releases more work, I release some of their older stuff, and God's Menu will come at some point. But letting you know, I've already looked at it, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I've covered it before. I like the bow on that's fun. Good energy. Lizzie Howe is really, really a standout in this, where it would be so surprising if this boy does not debut. He's going to be debuting high in the rankings. He is great in his position. And then with not Hanyu, right? I called him Mr. Gum Project Boy because I mixed up what his audition track was back in Boys to Planet. So that's how I remembered him before I even knew his name. So sorry. But anyway, that was a really cool tripod shot to show him. He has great presence here. And I really love that we get to see him shine in that. Part of me wanted to see Yi Chen here to help in, continuing to showcase his qualities, because he's been bad edited so often in shows. And so the more we get to see him in a redemptive narration state, the better for him, because he's been around for a long time. And I really do want to see him succeed. I want to see all of them succeed, right? And that's fine that we have who we have, right? And then we branch it up. So like he's getting, even when it's not his part, he's getting close-up shots in this video, which is what makes me think, I'm wondering if he's going to end up scoring higher than people are expecting because of that. That's my hypothesis. I'm going to ring into the chat here because I don't know the rankings yet. Here we go. Boom, boom. Cross and cross. I like that little, you better season it. Switch up. Good unison there, of course, in a formation style like this. Because we have camera shots where this isn't made for a fixed cam at all, it's made for camera. Camera can opt for an upshot, and no one is guaranteed that they're going to be seen during their section. I'm glad we're able to see them more. Like, we see him there. We see how we're getting lots of love, right? For sure. Very safe to assume that Drama got the killing part. I get it. I really liked it. Come on, Sudin. Black hair is a great look for him. The turn out of it, good floor work. Everyone's pretty clean. But yeah, my guy right here, he's got a great look. It's really how he's coming across in his energy. It's not translating. Yes, I know that he's considered low tier and everybody else is top tier. Tiers are tiers. It's whatever, because it's a mix of popularity and skill. I haven't seen him enough to really know compared to the other members. So seeing him dance here is my first like really intentional look at this, where if he projected, and what I mean by that is he's not just doing the move, he's using energy from his core, his chest, his back to let the move be seen in the fullness and range that it's intended for. I really do think he's going to leave a significantly more impactful performance. However, Mnet, I do believe whoever is editing this is helping him out a lot by every time he has a little ad lib or a little moment, we get a close-up shot of him. So I think that will help him. Absolutely. We get it low. Come on, reveal. Nice. This is a Hanwen, right? So we go heel toe. Boom. Little tap is down when the pull is nice. And pull it back. And he has some nice charming qualities to him. So I don't want him to be discouraged. It's hard not to be in a space of everybody who's, very experienced and very good at what they do, right? Do. Like, Zihao's popping the freak off. Something that reminded me of was Gunwoo can kill the Slev. right? It's still individual competition, and we're competing in A's. He's standing out, but he could also promote potential weakness in his partner that is competing with him. But I like the knock up is cool. That could have been really cool as an add-on. Boom, boom, boom. But keeping his unison, it is what it is. They are under an immense degree of stress all the time, and I have no idea what the turnaround time for this one compared to the previous battle was. So we pick our battles. In theory, if this is what they did and this was their track, that would have been something that I would have been like, that would have been a really cool opportunity to do an add-on or a break-off to really help, like, that would further enhance your feature that way. I liked that. Doom, doom, doom. That's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Hurts your neck, though. Little box step out of that is fun. We turn out of it. Ta-ta. Cool. It matches the most to the Gods Menu original composition, but it does have a refreshing element to it. So I actually like the fact it got picked for where it's being placed. It's not a remix of the song. It's the original song. So I can see the sensitivity to keeping it, you know, on brand to the track and what makes it so notable with these glitches and these jerks. I think that was a smart choice. But I also think, you know, Surin's choreo, right? That like theirs, that would have been fine too. The hinge around is nice, so he had it. I mean, Surin doesn't really have too many close-ups compared to other people in this one. So I'm taking notice of that for his features. I'm like really, really sensitive to that for these types of challenges because they're not being judged in a concert format style where they're on a fixed stage, maybe with extensions or thrusts, and then there's people voting in the audience. We're not there. We are in a exclusively online, so there's so much more wiggle room for projecting who they want to project because there's so much psychology that can go into that, right? So I'm just trying to take note, right? He's got close-ups, little charismatic moments. We're seeing all of that. Do. We're down 5-star. Look at him hitting them notes. They're down on the ground. Illusion. Ooh. Man. Yeah, come on, Superman with the close-up. Yeah. Yep. Kick is fun. Yep. Nice. So that was fun. I really liked that part from everybody. That was cool. There you go, close up. And now he's in top 3, right? I would say the ones who got a killing part in the first part of the team battles, they're considered top 3 in the global rankings. So I feel like rest assured, at least we know we have our 3 trio killing part guys here. I feel like I can invest some emotional confidence that we may have them in final lineup. I'd be really happy to see that. But I always get those close-ups for this type of challenge. As much as I want to look at the dance, if they're singing live, we're really looking at, they're competing on showmanship and performance quality, and that's way different on the expectation and what we look at too. And okay, rotation, fun. Toss-up is fun. Nice. As soon as I said Sue wasn't getting a lot of close-ups, but we got him. Do. I mean, fun energy here. Lizzie Howe, though, is going so full. It would look freaking insane if everybody did that, but not everybody's doing that, only him. Because it's a competition, and we are supposed to be going on who we think is the best. That works well for him in this case, but if it was, they're competing as one unit, that would be a note given. So I'm not ignoring that because it's normally a topic we cover when we do these types of competitions. But the reason why that doesn't work in this context is because of what this challenge is, which is why I'm glad I waited until I watched the episode to understand what this challenge was before looking, because I totally would have had so much, wouldn't have really any clue to a degree of what this was. Ace, yes, but not in the same degree that I understand it here. Pull it away. Tie. Show. Nice, nice. Fun with the finish. Boom, we drop it with a nice bow to complete. Okay, what do I think the ranking's gonna be? I think if we're going off of team isolation, I think the drama team is gonna be first. I can see ISTJ team be second and hot stay third based on the video. I think Mnet helped a brother out with the amount of close-ups he got. And you know what? I don't, as much as I want to be like, is it right, is it not? We are past that point. When it comes to so many things that we've had to look through and navigate on shows like this, my goal is I want people to be successful and I want people to be able to do what they want to do as artists. Right? So if that means that it's a growing opportunity within a space, I want to see that. If it's somebody being able to get some light shed on their ability as a mover, I want to see that. And we've been able to see it at one point or another. In Boys Planet, it happened, Gunwook had a really interesting editing shift, a complete 180 based on his behavior. And it was so crazy to see that, right? Boys 2 Planet, you have Arno. He comes into the scene where he moved in the ways that he did to where it could not be ignored. And then in this space, I'm curious what that's going to be here. I mean, he's become on so many people's radars from the first episode because he's had way more screen time in that one episode than in the entire season of Boys 2 Planet. So it just makes me really curious about how we're going to be, how the results are going to be. But my hypothesis that I'm going to say, he's going to rank higher than people expect. And I don't think it's because of his performance, and I don't think it's because of him doing the dance. Because doing the dance, he is more muted than everybody else, but it gets covered up well because of the close-up shots. He has really good performance quality, though, so that's a really nice component. Dance can be taught. It is harder to teach performance quality. Lizzie Howe freaking nailed it. He is killing it in every single freaking challenge. Hanyu is way more stable, way more confident. Surin, great performer. Those three have been nailing it every single time. And then now it's the battle of who's going to be the other members. I am rooting for some of our other top tier people, especially ones who've been bad edited in the past, like Yi-chan. I really want to see him be successful this time. But I will also say, I'm hopeful that we're going to get, I don't know who the agency is. I don't know any of those details. Do we get to pick what agency has to pick these boys up? That would be fun, right? Why don't we get to pick that? Why don't I get to pick costume? Any of the fun stuff. I don't know. But point being, I'm here for this. I'm really looking forward to y'all's thoughts. Thank you so much for your commentary and your discussions that you've prompted on the YouTube side and on Patreon. And I am watching the episodes on the Mnet Plus app. It's a bit hard to pause and commentate like I normally do for it, and it's just a new learning curve. But I love the fact that I've been able to figure out a way to actually watch shows on Mnet Plus when they're not live in other spaces. That really opens up more opportunities for future shows for us. So I'm Jess, you know me, I know you, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.